What's up, guys? Dustin McDangles back here with another video, and welcome back to the channel. We are back at it here in the NHL season preview series, and in this episode today we're going to be covering the Washington Capitals, how they finished last year with team stats, team standings, as well as take a look at their contracts and talk about them for this upcoming season. But if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is completely free. Most of you guys actually aren't subscribed to the channel or don't know you are not subscribed to the channel, so hit that subscribe button. We're looking to grow the channel. You guys are doing a great job of that, so let's help grow the community. Again, it is completely free. Tell your friends. But without further ado, getting into it, the Washington Capitals having a pretty down year compared to years past. Last year finished up with a 35, 37, and 10 record for a total of 80 points on the year. When it came to team points, all the excitement obviously right now is currently around the Alexander Ovechkin goals chase. He had a total of 75 points last year, 42 goals in 73 games played. Dylan Strome had a very solid season, 65 points in 81 games played. Kuznetsov, 55 and 81. Gustafsson, who eventually went to Toronto, had 38 and 61. Connor Sherry, 37 and 82. TJ Oshie, only 35 and 58, and so on and so forth. Milano, Carlson, Jensen, and Johansson, who eventually went to the Minnesota Wild. So when it comes to team stats, it was really a down year for the Capitals. Now, there was a lot of injury with some players, and one of those being TJ Oshie, and Backstrom is not even there on the list as he was out, which is, I'd say, a big hurt for the Capitals last season. But moving forward now, looking at their cap space, cap-friendly contracts, they are currently zero cap space as of this point right now. Looking at draft picks, they have a first-round pick, 2 third rounds, a 4th, 5th, 6th for next season's draft, and they've got a couple guys up for contract years. Anthony Mantha being their most notable at he's only 28 years old. That's a sneaky 28. I honestly thought he was like 31 years old. You've got Nicholas Aube-Kubel, who was with the Flyers for as long as I can remember. He's got a contract year coming up. Joe Snively coming up on a contract year. Prostas also has a contract year and will be a restricted free agent. Joel Edmondson, I honestly forgot that they picked him up. He has a contract year, as well as Rasmus Sandin, which I still find that to be really weird. Having been in Toronto for so long, he will have a restricted year coming up. And actually on their injured reserve, and you guys can see right there, Father Patches, Max Pacioretty, still currently listed on the injured reserve list. I know he had that torn ACL, and it was just a terrible thing that happened going over to Carolina last year and then tearing his ACL after having rehabbed from an ACL injury. Just absolutely awful stuff, but hopefully he can come back and maybe get one more kick at the can for the Cup, but he also, too, is on a contract year. Overall, looking at their team as well, obviously Ovechkin, Backstrom, hopefully he's got a full healthy year in front of him. You've got Kuznetsov, who there were rumblings that he wasn't too happy in Washington anymore, but obviously he's still around. TJ Oshie only has 2 more years left on his deal. Tom Wilson was re-signed all the way until 2030. This year is his last year at 5.16, and then he's 6.5 for the next foreseeable future. Dylan Strome is on a very good bridge deal, $5 million for the next 5 years. Sonny Milano's $1.9 million for the next 3 years. Nick Dowd, $1.3 for the next 2. But overall, I'd say, yes, they are older. You've got Ovi at 37, Backstrom at 35, Kuznetsov at 31, Oshie 36, Nick Dowd 33. But you do have some youth sprinkled in there. Wilson still only 29, Mantha's 28, Strome 26, Milano 27, Kubel is 27, Snively 27, and on the back end, it's kind of a mixed bag as well. Carlson, $8 million for the next 3 years at 33 years old. Nick Jensen, a local kid, local to DC, 4.5. I wouldn't say kid anymore. He's 32 years old. 3 years at 4.05. You got Trevor Van Riemsdyk, 32 years old, $3 million for the next 3. Faravari, who's I'd say one of their up-and-coming young defensemen at 23 years old, is $2.675 million for the next 3. I think that is a very, very good bridge deal with the cap going up over the next couple of years. Edmondson, only 30 years old, again, 1.75. Rasmus Sandin, only 23. And then Alexander Alexiev at 23 years old. It's got 2 years on an $0.825 million deal. And then between the pipes, Kemper, 33 years old, at 5.25 for the next 4. And then you've got Charlie Lindgren, 1.1 million at 29 years old for the next 2 years. So overall, again, I'd say contracts for the Capitals are very solid. When it comes to my thoughts on what this team is going to do, again, last year at some point, and I know it was always like a big sticking point early in the season, that they had like 40-ish some odd $1 million or something crazy of salary cap on the IR with all the injuries that they had with Carl Hagelin, Nicholas Backstrom, TJ Oshie. There were a few others, John Carlson. Ovi was hurt for maybe a little bit, but nothing crazy. But if they cannot have the injury bug this year and they get some key performers back, such as Backstrom, and he does what Backstrom does, and that's feed the puck, has that great vision, good on faceoffs. Oshie, gritty in front of the net, finding ways to get pucks in. Sky's the limit, I think, for this Capitals team to maybe make a late little push to sneak a little backdoor into the playoffs, potentially. I think they will be better than 80 points. Now, will they be around that 90 to 95 to sneak into the playoffs? I think the jury is still out on that one. I think that they will miss out. I do see them being around that 88 to 92 point range. A little bit better than last year, but not where they want to be. Obviously, Ovi is going to continue that goal scoring record. I think he needs like 2 or 3 more seasons of 40-ish plus goals. And he'll be able to get that record from Gretzky, which will be sick to see in our lifetime. But that's where I honestly see the Capitals. I think Ovi, Backstrom, Wilson, Strome, they're going to have big years up front. Carlson, hopefully, going to have a bounce-back year from that injury-ridden season last year. Faravari, really excited what he can do. Darcy Kemper. And then, to me, honestly, Max Pacioretty. We haven't seen him play a full season in the NHL in such a long time. Really excited to see what he can do. But those are my thoughts about the Capitals, guys. Let me know what you think down below in the comments, how you think they will do. What do you think they will do in the standings? Who's going to be their top performers other than Ovi, Backstrom, and Carlson? Let me know down below in the comments. But if you guys did enjoy this video, be sure to drop a like on it. Again, if you are new, hit that subscribe button. It is completely free. It does not cost you a single penny. So let's do that. Help grow the channel. And I can't thank you guys enough for the love and support you've been showing. Be sure to check out the description down below. There's some promo codes for you guys to take full advantage of. But that's going to be it for this one. I hope you guys have a good one. And as always, stay dusty.